Hello there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. So today was interesting. Oh wow, I think it's gonna rain, man. It's definitely gonna rain. Anyway, I uh, I train as usual, and it's kind of drifting a little. Watching some stuff uh, like I'll be honest, man. Today I realized that there's of course, there's other ways, to go after what I want, but I need to solve this problem that I have right now, like with this account that I'm on right now, this offer, because there's a huge upside, and it's just of course there's other metrics, and the good thing is those things are under my control. In this case, it's the show up rate and also my close rate. And the show up rate, it's easier to fix compared to the close rate, but man, the close rate is just fuck, man. It's the main thing, you know. And by the way, talking about the leads, I think probably uh, this thing is gonna be fixed. At least I want to be back in normal, because I just realized that I was getting less leads. My former supervisor, she was giving me less leads compared to the other ones, and still I booked more calls than everybody. So I just want to get back to the baseline of everyone else, you know. And then with that, you know, book more calls and make more presentations because the process, you know, like I just realized today that it's not only about the objection handling. There's that aspect as well, but it's more about the upstream as well. Because the objection handling is not gonna work if I don't get them to really fill the gap between where they are right now and where they want to be. If I if I can't make them fill that gap, it's not gonna work. The objection handling because there's no urgency in acting. So they're just not need to think about it. And then that's it. And what I realized is that they, because I've been doing this and still understanding, finding the right questions and finding a better way to explain the product. I just realized my part of the explanation is getting better, but it's not I'm not at the level where I can really go into the questions and make them feel the urge to act. So by the end of the call, they're like, "Oh, that's interesting." It's not fuck, this is useless. I don't like this. No, it's it's okay. It's cool. It's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. But yeah, I'll think about it. I'll talk with my wife, and it's not fuck. I really need this. This is really gonna solve my problem. Don't get me wrong. Even when I get them to that stage, emotional stage, they will still throw objections. But it's gonna be more man, I don't know if I can afford this. I need to talk with my wife about this. They want that, but they're, or they have a logistical barrier, and or there's fear of investing the money, which is fine, but I need to think about it. I need to analyze the proposal. Send me the proposal. This is an objection that just reveals that I wasn't effective in generating the urgency for them to really want to make the move, to really act upon it. That was just because I wasn't able early in the call to generate the urgency to really get the tangible outcome that they want. Yes, I want to, let's say, I want to travel 3 times during the year. Now I'm traveling only one. I want, like let's say it's investment. I want to have a profitability of like zero point, I don't know, 4%, like I don't know, 1% per month. And like now I'm at I don't know, 0.5. Like, and then like with that, or like for example, like how much are you currently like spending when you go to travel? I'm spending like I don't know, 10K. How long have you been doing that? For the past 5 years. So like you spend like 50K. Do you want to still like want to spend like 50K? You want to spend like 50K in the next 5 years again? Actually, it's gonna be more because you know how it goes, right? The inflation and so like doing that because then they're gonna like, oh fuck, this is a serious problem, man. I never thought of that. And then like, oh, this can actually work. Like, huh? And then like, I'm still gonna get objections. Oh fuck, I eat a lot. Ooh, that was really good. Ooh, like I'm getting the poop phase, man. Yeah. And then like, okay, getting back on track. And then they're gonna be like, oh fuck, I really want this. I really need this. I want you to do it. Like I want, I need. It yes. There's one more missing. Uh, yeah. Like yes, this solved my problem. I want and I need this. This solved my problem. You know. At least like it's like the logical reasoning behind that. Like at least now it's clear to me. Of course, the execution is gonna be like I'm gonna improve that on that later. Like later. I mean like the next call that I getting. Like is these things. And that takes time. But like if at least like having the rationale behind like that's the most important one because imagine if I train, if I do all this shit and like the rationale behind was wrong and then like doesn't matter. Like because it's easier to get someone who doesn't know shit and teach them the right way than like getting someone who like knows something but like have bad habits because you have to like make them unlearn what they learned in the past. So like that's more difficult. So like that's why like understanding the rationale behind it like it's way more helpful, more important. But like now it's a matter of like actually executing this because I've been thinking like about like what do I really want, you know? That was the question that my manager asked me. I don't know, last week, before that, and like I said, like I want to move out, like to another country, potentially. And she's like, yeah, you need money for that, right? I was like, yeah. So like, what are you gonna do if you leave the offer? Like, she did a consequence question, but like I thought about that as well. But like, having someone like external, like to say like the things that I'm like getting confirmation for the external, like that made me like really like, oh yeah. Of course, it's not the end of the world. Like if I get fired or if I leave, but like, fuck man, then I have to find another offer, and then like there's the onboarding process, and then there's the time of me like getting used to the product again, and like, you know, having to do all of that again, you know. So like, yeah, man, it's just, I mean, like, yeah, I can do that, but like, it's not the most effective way to go about that. And I've been feeling like, what do I really want? And like, I want to move out. I need to move out. Like, not necessarily like to another country, but like, at least like rent a house so I can just, do my own things. Like, and have my own freedom, if you can say that, freedom. But like, yeah. But for that, I need money. And to get money, I need to make sales. And to make sales, I need to study and understand. So like, it all boils down to that, you know. It starts on, but like at least like it's clear. you know, and like it's not gonna fucking betray me, you know, because the work, like, the more I work, like the more the work on me than I work on the work, you know. Just realize that because like I wasn't used to like make 200 dials, even though like I was triple dialing. It's still like 200 dials is a lot. Like now I'm double dialing and I'm hitting 200. It's like this is a skill set that I didn't have because I wasn't doing that, but now I have. You know, and actually building the spreadsheet and the control and the funnel, like all of that, like it's skills that like I just realized that I've been thinking about this, like chilling on my mind. That like all this time, you know, ever since like, I left not college, but like high school, because I didn't go to college, and I'm probably not gonna go to college, but whatever. The moment that I left, so far, like the moment I left, like until now, I didn't acquire any like material thing, like any meaningful, like a car, a bike, a house. Like I didn't any of that. I was just like wondering, but like what I realized is that like I developed myself in this meantime. Like I developed myself on like what do I really want. And like it's interesting because that goes back to the thing that I just said about the sales. Like understanding the rationale behind is more important than actually like the tactical things because like even like if your tactic is right but like the strategy behind it's wrong, you're gonna lose anyway. So like for me, I feel that like the moment that I left high school up to now, I've been developing like myself, like my identity, like what do I really want? Do I like this? Like why do I hate this? Like I don't like this type of people. I like this type of people. I like this thing. This is interesting. I like this type of music. Like I've been like in that realm, and like instead of just like I need to find a work, make money, and like buy a car, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, fine. Like for me, I wasn't like into that, but like and it's tricky to say like fuck I need that. It's tricky to say, but like it's not like it's like having like material possessions like certain material possessions there are like they have utility because for me it's all about utility, right? Like some like because it doesn't matter like it always has a utility, like for example like fucking like 2 3K uh how do you say that? It's not pencil. Fuck, I forgot how to say that. Damn, how do I say that? It's a fucking it's a pen. Yeah, a pen. Like 2 3K pen. Like like yes, it has like a utility, no practical one that is like writing your name and all of that. But like there's also emotional utility, which is like the status, like you're a CEO, because like the CEO was talking about this thing about like a fucking pen, like 2 or 3K pen that he got from a friend of his. And I was like, fuck, man, but like there's a utility because it's like it's fulfilling an emotional need. So like that's the utility of that, you know, and getting back to the material possessions, like for me, I never found that the utility of those possessions would be useful for me right now. Because like having a car, having a bike, like it's important. But like fuck, man, like first off, I've been working remotely, so that's one thing. Second off, like even when I was getting, like jobs, like I was taking the bus, and like of course, don't get me wrong, like if you have your own car, like your own bike, like it's quicker. But also there's Uber, so like for me there's no utility, you know, and like now moving forward, I'm like okay, I'm 21 now, like I'm still young as fuck, I'm still a kid, but like now moving forward, like those next 9 years, it's very important, man, because like fuck, like it's very important because like it's the time where I have the most energy, and like having those things like I feel that like now moving forward, especially like I want to move out and like having this because I don't know how to drive, for example. I don't know how to drive, so like this is important. Shit, this is important because it's a skill, you know. And like not only that, but like knowing how to do that, but like also having the means on how to do that, the ways of doing that. And now moving forward, like that's gonna be important. And like I think like now I'm getting more into this material thing, but like still thinking about the utility of that, the practical utility of those possessions. But like still for me, like because I've been thinking like I want to move out. Like now it's more clear. Like okay, I need to because like no before today I was like okay I want to make my album like because for me like being the number one that's cool as fuck. Like he's the best closer. Like I know fucking ego, but like it's fun. Like I want to be the best at what I do. But like it was very vague. That's the thing. Like was very vague. And like one conversation that I had with the rap that started with me like the first day or the second day. I was like, yeah, no, like it's. I was like, like make 10K, like 15K. It's more, like for me, it's more about ambition, be ambitious. And she was like, yeah, like for me, for example, it's more about necessity, like really needing that because she has a family, a daughter. So like, and I was like, huh. I like I was in my mind. I was like, okay, I wonder like I think her motive is more stronger than that. And like don't get me wrong, I still have this thing like that I want to be the number one and I will be the number one. But like now I have a more like tangible thing that is like I want to move out and I want to establish things, you know, because like all this thing that I've been developing that is myself, my skills, like that's the byproduct. Like knowing sales, like knowing how to prospect, knowing how to follow up, knowing how to increase show up rate, like all of those are byproduct of this. The first thing that was like about the question, like who am I, and what do I want to do, and that all of that bring me to sales, and then like I remember like was with my friend, colleague, now acquaintance, anyway. And like he was like all about like let's build this company and make like very like childish, but like anyway. I cannot blame him. Like fuck, 17. Like yeah, let's make the other companies the slave of our services. And like was pretty much like lead gen, Like he didn't know back then, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but like lead gen pretty much. And all of that, he was like, yeah, because like at that moment I didn't know anything. Sales, fulfillment, none of that. I didn't know Alex Ramosi. That was, and then he was like, yeah, man, and like he explained like how to get the listing, and like the prospecting. I'm like, yeah, this is boring as fuck. Let me go after the clients. Let me handle this part. I didn't even know like cold calling. That sales. Like, like you do the sales, I do the fulfillment. Not the fulfillment. I'll do the listing. And that was the moment that my journey had started, and I didn't even know that. And that was, I believe, around August of 2025. Yeah, around there. And now it's August of 2026. Fuck. Nothing was before that. A little, yeah, but like it has been 1 year, man. I was fat. I was broke. I'm still broke, but not fat. Like now I'm getting more chubby. Yeah, I have to take care of that. But like yeah, anyway. And now I know way more than what I than what I knew back then. And like it's way more and like it's it's way more palpable. It's way more believable, tangible because it was ethereal back then because I didn't know any better. You know. And I was like, is this even a thing? But like then, the first offers, cold calling. Didn't make any money with that. And then I went to 95, like during like 1 month and a half, and I sold like internet packages, and then I started like applying the things that I learned with cold calling. Then I left again. Also, they fired me, and then I got back, and then I got a cold calling offer again. That was quicker, and then I got a base, for a short period, but like that was like 5K in my currency. And then after that, like like really like I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna fucking holding on to that, and then like that's it. It's gonna be now, you know. And I tried. That was like in probably what, March of 2026, and then like I March, May, nothing and nothing, and then like by that was in June that I decided not to go after no 95, and then on the 80th, no, on the 70th of June, I got the interview, and then, well, here I am. And yeah, man, what a crazy journey, man. So many people, man. So many people that I got to know. And like most of them, they're like just gone. Like high ticket space. Not even that, but like like air quote, like friends that I had like in high school, all gone. You know. So, like I'm still here. I'm still here. Mr. P is still here. Look at him. Um, but like completely different mind, and yeah, man. And I was able to get like actually get tangible results. I bought my notebook, and that was a main concern. That was a main constraint of the business. And I solved that. Like fix my room. Like for some of the problems. Not all of the problems. And again, tangible things I can see. I can like, oh fuck, I really did that. And then I bought this glass. I did the white. What's the name of that shit? It's the teeth whitening. Yeah, teeth whitening. I did that. And then like now I pay my dad. My bank dad. Like that was like 1,200. Actually, the original debt was like 11K, and I pay that for 1,200. So again, no tangible things. And all of that was through sales, you know. And like having this realization, like it's really good. So that like because I did that, like even though like sometimes I second guess myself and I have doubts, like I cannot like I get like I cannot say nothing because it's just like facts. It's data. Like I cannot argue against data, because that really happened. You know, and the thing like also it was really good of me making this video because like to like think about like everything that has happened. You know, and like it's just like year one. That's crazy, man. It looks like it has been, I don't know, like 3 years, but no, man, it's just like year one. You know, I'll say this. Like year one, like, yeah, man. Like year one, and like, yeah, man, there's so much more, man. I can't be, like, because like, all goes back to the number one thing of this conversation that was like, the main mission, the main thing was like, who am I? What do I want to do? Like uh, who am I? Like, who do I want to become? That was the main thing. And like, I'm still in that phase. Like now it's more clear. And like, after 1 year, this is gonna change, and after 2 years, this is gonna change. But like, it's just continuous like seeking for improving oneself. You know, and I think that's the real goal. And as long as I have that, like, things will sort out. You know. So yeah, man. Well, that was a really good convo, man. A very good monologue. So yeah, man, that's it. Let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Bye.